So like that was, getting out of my comfort zone, just tossing the bat after like the last swing.
All the stuff us traditional coaches hate.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Right.
why are you celebrating? You got a single.
Or you walked.
Hey, we are back with Bronson Balholm for part 2 of the podcast, the Dirty Fish podcast.
The Dirty Fish podcast.
We have
Bronny.
Party Animals catcher Bronson Balholm back on for the second half of this podcast. How are you doing, Bronny?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me back on, boys. It's always a pleasure to be talking with my fellow dirty fish and reminiscing on some good times. We're doing well,
Absolutely.
getting ready to get into season, and happy to reconnect with y'all and talk with the fans.
Absolutely. I know a few people out here are ready to see you in Sacramento in March. I think it's March 20th or 21st. That's Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, baby.
yeah, a couple people excited. I know Trish Carr is super excited to see her boy. She commented.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait for you to be able to see them. That's great.
It's gonna be like a little reunion because that's
Absolutely.
where it all began, man. It all began out in Solano.
Ski Beck and Julie will be out there.
Heck yeah.
So
Yeah, buddy.
Excited, man. First party animal game, and I'm excited to be there, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
dude. You're
that'll
gonna
be cool.
be rocking ski. You're gonna be straight party animaled out. I wouldn't be surprised if I see you dancing on top of that
Are
dugout.
you kidding me? If they let me, I will.
Oh man, he could be part of the Bananas.
Nah, he's a more DJ guy. He's
That's
right
right.
behind the
Oh, that's
booth,
true.
That's right.
Yeah,
getting the crowd going, getting the
Yeah.
crowd going. But then he's in the microphone, get up on your feet.
he's probably more of a the Banana Nanas.
Watch out, bro.
Well, hey, we left off a little cliffhanger on part 1 that you missed the last week or so of the Mudcat season in 2023 because you had a tryout for the Savannah Bananas for the Party Animals. So up in West Sacramento, there at Sutter Health Park, and we kind of left everyone hanging a little bit to get them to part 2. So tell us a little bit about tell us a little bit about what that tryout entailed and kind of what was the process and what happened after that for you getting in contact with them to actually sign and start playing for the Party Animals.
Yeah, it was it all began up in Sacramento, man. I was finishing up playing with the Mudcats when I got reached out to by the Bananas head coach and the overall recruiter of Banana Ball, and they hit me up. The Bananas head coach knew my catching coach from Arizona State through JUCO, and hit him up and asked him if there's any guys that were available to help out because they needed an extra catcher on the Party Animals that weekend in Sacramento. So I got reached out to by them, and they were like, hey, just want you to come on by and play a game, play banana ball with us, and help out wherever need be. And so funny enough, I had just kind of been talking with my mom a couple weeks ago before, and she mentioned the Bananas, telling me to look into seeing what Banana Ball was all about. So it was kind of fate that it just ran in and happened to send me over there. And thankfully I was able to go play a couple games and miss a couple days with the Mudcats at the end of the season. And yeah, it was unbelievable. I remember getting out there to Sutter Health Park, and it was like I was there like 3 hours before the bus even got there with all the players. I made sure I got in. I remember I put my stuff down in the dugout, not sure where I was gonna go, like what we were gonna do. I didn't really have an idea, but I came in for like the first day, and now I know. Like when we go into town, like we'll get there and it'll be like a practice day, and then the next day will be like our first game day. So I'm there 3 hours early before this practice day. I'm putting my catcher's bag down in the dugout. Then I'm like moving it around to a different spot because I'm like, the right spot. I don't want to be taking up too much room. And I do like a full band workout. I did like got my whole arm loose and like I did warm up, did some sprints and everything. And I'm like, I got to be ready. Whenever they get there, we're gonna do anything. I don't know what we're gonna do. And so I'm just I'm just chilling around, ready, and finally the bus comes in from like behind the left center field to go to the locker room to drop off all the guys, and I go out there, and now knowing that like what road trips are like, I'm sure all those guys were dead tired, and they'd already been on like a month-long road trip throughout California. And then there's just this young kid right out of college, just, hey, what's going on, guys?
Super excited to see everybody.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm
yeah.
Bronny.
Yeah, and they're all probably just thinking like, what is this kid doing here? Like,
Who's this dude?
but I remember vividly like one of the guys like Bill Leroy, coming up to me and was like, "Hey, I'm Bill," and just like, what's going on, man? Nice to meet you, and just being like very like nice and accommodating, and like, inquiring about me, and just telling him about myself, and going to the locker room and find myself like a little area where to put my stuff down and meet all like the coaches, starting to meet a lot of players. And then I'm told like, hey, we're gonna go out there and take some BP and take some fly balls, ground balls, and go out there just shagging first off, waiting for my group to come up. And I'm doing like in between the leg stuff in the infield. I'm watching all these other infielders like do all these crazy things, and I'm trying to like replicate it. And I can field some ground balls. You all had me playing some infield when I was out there in Solano. And I'm a utility guy, but this was like nothing like I've ever done before. This was just the beginning of trick plays, and I'm out there just trying to do some in between the legs stuff, catch it like, underneath my legs. And man, it was so much fun just to do that kind of stuff. Like, and it wasn't too much around like, how am I looking? It was just more about like just trying new things and trying
Yeah.
to uh
Yeah.
get myself out of my comfort zone, right? So taking BP after just like, normal rounds of BP. They're looking for like bat flips and stuff after when you finish the round. And so like that was, getting out of my comfort zone, just tossing the bat after like the last swing.
All the
Uh,
stuff us traditional coaches hate.
yeah, yeah, exactly,
Like,
right.
why are
So
you celebrating? You got a single.
yeah,
Or you
and
walked.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like this is all the stuff that I'm like learning. Like banana ball is like whatever's normal, do the opposite, and
Exactly.
just getting to kind of intro to that, learning about it and talking with coaches, and they're asking about where I'm from, how college went, what my experiences were like, and just trying to get them to know, I'm trying to get to know them a little bit better, letting them get to know me a little bit better. And man, the that was just like the first day. And I remember I was doing throwdowns after batting practice, and Eric Burns was there with his family. And this was one of like the coolest like experiences I ever had. Was I was doing throwdowns, and Burnsy comes up like behind the turtle, and I do a couple throwdowns, and he was like, "Whoo, nice throw, baby!" And he asks the coach next to him, he's like, "Where's this kid from?" And the coach says, "Arizona State." And Burns, he's like, "Woo!" And he tells his boys, he's like, "Look at that, boys. That's a Pac-12 arm right there." And I remember like just feeling so giddy inside. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Eric Burns just recognized my arm strength." I was like, finally, all the years of bands and long tossing paid off. And
It was at 3 hours in advance that you.
yeah, thank gosh I warmed up 3 hours ago to make sure that the arm was feeling good. So yeah, did a couple of throwdowns, and met Eric Burns, which is, like, one of the first guys I met coming into banana ball, and I was like, "Man, that was cool enough in and of itself," but, we did after that, we did, like, some rehearsal where went over some, like, celebrations that we were gonna do at the plate, and, like, this is foreign to me, I never done anything like that, but, I just let myself out of my comfort zone and just
Yeah.
started dancing with these guys I just felt and just met, and, it was really cool, like, they were just everybody was just goofy and just having a good time, and it wasn't really about, like, how you look as long as you guys were all doing stuff together, like, it's all good, be yourself, so, that was, like, my first practice day, just getting used to meeting them,
So
and then
a lot of that stuff you hadn't done before, but rumor has it you had been on stage before.
yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. I did musicals when I was in, 7th and 8th grade, and then
right?
even before that, I did some other stuff, but I was a main character in Bye Bye Birdie as Conrad Birdie, and then
Nice.
Brown in Good Luck Charlie Brown. So I had a little bit of, you know, musical dancing underneath me, and, I
Little
was
stage
able to
presence.
yeah, a little bit of a stage presence, right? And so I was just getting into that side of myself and kind of, rediscovering it, and, man, it was so much fun to kinda do that, and then the next day, we had a game day, and then that's when I learned game days for banana ball are no joke, like, we get there to the field early, and we're getting our batting practice in, we're getting, rehearsals in, and then you go out and meet fans before games, and, um, it was it was a long day, but I remember some of the coolest moments. First of all, I got to meet, like, Hunter Pence before the game, which was unbelievable,
Yeah,
absolute and I remember I'm just taking ground balls at shortstop, and he's, like, rehearsing his entrance that he's gonna be doing. He's singing Katy Perry, "California Girls," and he's coming in from left field on, like, a bird scooter, and he gets, like, over to, like, shortstop where I'm taking ground balls, and, he's like, "What's going on, man? How'd that look? How'd that look?" And I was like, "That looked awesome, man. Nice, nice, thank you." He's like, "I'm Hunter, by the way." And I'm like, "Bronson, nice to meet you, dude." Like, "Yeah, I know, I know who you are, Hunter." But just
trying not to be starstruck.
yeah, right? Just such a super nice guy and, like, showing that he was bought in and he was totally okay with, just coming out, riding a bird scooter, singing California Girls, and really awesome, but that was
That's
just, like, one
cool.
of the first experiences I had, meeting these guys that were, well-established MLB players, and they wanted to get into banana ball too, so, it was really just, like, a little starstruck for me, and, afterwards, we're, going back into, like, the locker room, and, I didn't know this, but I was getting ready to go, like, kind of get ready to do our rehearsal, and I walk in, I'm walking out of the locker room when, I see a person in full Bananas uniform, and he's just over by, like, the snack table, and I'm walking by, and I just hear him, like, shuffling, like, the Cheez-Its, moving the fruit snacks, and he's like, "Where's the protein?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this guy's upset about our snacks." And, like, I remember, like, just barely reading the back of his jersey and seeing it say Reddick, and I was like, "Man, that's funny. I haven't met a Reddick on the bananas yet." And so I'm, like, going towards the door, and I hit the door, and you do one of those moves where, like, it's like you push open door and you kinda, like, turn with it to, like, see who is behind you, and I look behind and I see, like, "Is that Josh Reddick right there at the food table?" And I was like it took me a second once I got outside, I was like, "Was that Josh Reddick just yelling at all the snacks?"
Just mad at
I
the
was
fruit
like
snacks.
mad at the fruit snacks, and I was like, "No way, I think it was Josh Reddick," and I was like, "I can't believe this." Um,
Oh,
and
that's
lo and
crazy.
behold, we're getting out there for rehearsal, and then I see Josh Reddick, full uniform,
Wow.
coming outside, and he's he's just one of the guys, and I was like, "That was Josh Reddick that was getting mad at the fruit snacks over there looking for the protein." I
That's
was like,
hilarious.
"No way." And we got Chipotle a little bit later, so I think Josh might have had something to do with that. He was, looking for some good pregame meal, and he was helping the boys. So,
That's
um,
hilarious.
that was that was unbelievable seeing him and just seeing him out of his shell, like, just just a normal guy. He's, like, getting mad at fruit snacks more than anything. So, that was amazing just to see guys, that I had watched on TV and been amazing ball players and growing up watching them, like, they're a part of it and they're human beings too, and they wanted to have fun just as much as we did, and, just absolutely amazing. So, playing that first game in Sacramento, I remember going through all the stuff, like, before the show, so much stuff happens, like, before the game even starts, and I was blown away with how many fans were there and, the kind of entertainment that was getting put on the mic before the game. It really was, unlike anything I'd seen before, and then, the game started and get going, and we're doing dances on, like, the sideline. I'm doing dances at second base after somebody hit a double when we did old double celebrations. And then we did like a run scoring celebration. And I remember like doing like party rock. And I hear like some of the guys in the back, they're like, "Attaboy, get it, new guy, get it, new guy." And it was so amazing just to have fun and just let loose on the field. And then I was supposed to go in the seventh inning, I believe, and I'm getting ready to warm up this guy in the bullpen, getting loose and trying to remember all the rules of banana ball. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fun. But I'm definitely like a little bit nervous. And so we're getting ready to go and I'm warming up this guy when um the lights shut out in the stadium, and I was
Oh,
like, "No
wow.
way." The lights just shut out, and, it was, like, mid-pitch too. I don't know how I caught it, but I just nailed it somehow, like, it was a fastball, thank gosh, and I didn't have to, like, judge the speed, but, it was unbelievable. So, uh power goes off, lights come back on like 5 minutes later, we're resuming play, I go back to, like, warming up, and another, like, 5 minutes go by and the power goes out again,
Oh, man.
Oh,
and we are
wow.
like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy." Couldn't believe it, like, my first game, and and I asked the guys, they're like, "Has this ever happened before?" And they're like, "No, this has never happened to us." And I was like, would
Yeah.
be my first game that the power goes out right before I'm about to go in, and,
Wow.
I was like, "Oh my gosh," couldn't believe it, and eventually we just had to end up finishing the game at 7 innings, and so I didn't get to go in,
Oh,
and
man.
I was like, "Oh, shucks," but we still did, like, the after the game, we did the post plaza party, and getting to meet so many fans that, like, were fans of me, even though I was just there for, like, 1 game. They were like, "We saw you on the field, like, would you sign this and, like, take a picture?" And, like, it was all so foreign to me, and I was in love with banana ball right in the get-go just to see how many people were enthusiastic about the game and just wanted to get to know the players as much as we wanted to get to know them, and it was really just an amazing experience. And lucky enough, I had the opportunity to play a couple more games with them another month down the road in Milwaukee. So after I finished
Oh,
up
nice.
that little first experience with the party animals, I came back to the Mudcats. We finished up the summer ball season and went back home to LA, and then they invited me back out to play 4 more games on the Bananas side, this time in Milwaukee, and that was amazing. I had so much fun again. It was like coming back and like seeing these guys again. They were excited to see me and excited to like, be around me again. And I was like, this is amazing. I remember I met um uh Jesse Cole for like the first time and talked to him a little bit, and he was he was asking me about my hair, like how I did my hair. and and I was like, I just wake up, push it to the side, and just let the bedhead kind of do it. And and he was wearing his top hat, and I remember asking, I was like, "I'm trying to get hair like you," and he was like, "Oh, this right here," and he like pulled it back, and he was like showing it off, and I was like, "Yeah, I like your hair," and he was like, "Oh, well, let's trade for a week and see how we like it." And so, uh, cool, just getting to know him. And then I had some opportunities to get in, and I played against the Party Animals, which is funny enough because I ended up joining the Party Animals down the line, but on the banana side, and this was helping out. I say I was sabotaging the bananas. I was like over the I grounded out against the Party Animals pitcher. I caught an inning clean, which was really cool. But I remember like getting hitting the ball to shortstop, and the shortstop made a crazy good play against me, who's Chase Acuff, who's now like my teammate and my boy. I remember hitting a pop fly like out to right center field, and my center fielder now, Reese Hampton, who's my boy, he also like got me out. So this was like in 23, the party animals were just behind the bananas in a couple games, and so they had to like win out for 9 straight games. And those 4 games, I was on the losing side of the bananas, and we lost to them. And so I basically like told everyone like I was basically always a party animal from the beginning. I was helping the party animals win that 23
Exactly.
tour before I even knew it. So
That's funny.
that was my intro to kind of banana ball through that 23 season. So, um, kind of had a good repertoire with the coaches, and Vava and I really, the head coach of the party animals, Vava and I really bonded and connected, which was amazing. And thankfully enough, they invited me out to a tryout then this next year, and it was in I think October, and it was in Arizona, and it was like even though it was in Arizona, it was still boiling hot for some reason,
Oh yeah.
and, it was one of the longest days of my life, but, the tryout was amazing, it was so much fun, a lot of my teammates and people that are in Banana Ball now were at that tryout, and, I even got, like, a little scar, down on my, like, abdomen because I slid into second base with no shirt on.
Oh man.
um it was amazing, one of the longest days, and then, yeah, I got the call to be on the Party Animals for 2024 officially, so, um, I call
That's
myself
great.
a little bit of an OG because I was in there for that 23 season, but, only
Oh,
for
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, first off, we need to thank mom for
Yeah,
pushing you to even sign up or, try to get that tryout. So thanks, mom,
yeah, yeah, thanks, mom.
for pushing
Yeah,
Bronny again, probably over your
yeah.
career.
Yeah, I mean,
um,
she's the number one behind me, and it's crazy enough how
absolutely.
you mentioned it to me, like, just a couple weeks before, it all kinda came to fruition, and,
Yeah,
mothers know best. Shout out to all the
Yeah,
moms
they
out
they
do.
there.
do.
Yes, they
Yes.
Great
do.
moms.
Yes. And second, I just want to let people know too. A lot of people think Banana Ball is scripted or all that, but correct me if I'm wrong. Everything is scripted except for the actual game.
Yep,
So
yeah.
you guys are out there, and I remember you telling me in Sacramento when I came to see you that, listen, man, those guys, the pitcher's trying to strike us out, and we're trying to hit the ball off them and score runs.
Right.
So, and I think Jesse Cole has said on numerous occasions that everything you see, the dances and all that, everything, all that is scripted, the music, but the actual game itself is not. So whoever wins actually wins that game.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
totally right, and you can like, you would notice, like, if you know ball, you know baseball, you would know when
Oh
something
yeah.
doesn't look right,
Yeah.
and as you guys know, like, it's you served up a fastball 10 out of 10 times, and you told him to hit a home run, you know, it's not gonna happen all 10
No.
times, like, maybe you get lucky and you get, like, maybe, like, a couple of them, but it's baseball through and through, and Jesse has made that a point to the
Yeah.
point where, the second that we lose the validity of Banana Ball, and the second that, like, anything, like, looks, like, scripted, then it looks like it looks like it's, just another Harlem Globetrotters, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's
I
that's
think
the
you
thing that
lose you
separates
lose
us.
the integrity of it. I think you start losing fans. So,
Yeah,
all
exactly.
right. So since you've been on the Party Animals for a couple of years now, and going into this 2026 season as well, where is your favorite stadium to play at?
Ooh. Great question. Um, I I really loved Las Vegas ballpark. That one spoke to me, a little bit differently just because of the journey that I've had through there. At Arizona State, we played against UNLV at that Las Vegas ballpark, and I
Right.
remember, it wasn't a sold out crowd. It wasn't like some crazy energy, but I remember looking at the ballpark and I was like, "This is such a cool ballpark." Seeing, like, the pool in right field, it connected to, like, the Hard Rock. The stadium is massive, and it's very wide open, just, like, a really cool ballpark, and then coming back to it and playing as the Party Animals and it being our headliner there in, um, 2024, it was crazy to see it sold out. It was like showing, like,
Wow.
nobody there a
That's
couple
cool.
years ago at school, and then seeing it packed out and just loud, and I was like, "This is what this stadium should look like with everyone there," and people are
Yeah.
jumping into the pool and just having a grand old time, and I was like, this is like really when it spoke to me. I was like, banana ball, is real, and it's it's special because it can take stadiums and make it seem like a whole nother environment. So that one, Vegas, really like spoke to me through like my
Nice.
journey there. But um, my favorite was our MLB stadium that we played in was the Red Sox Fenway Park. That was
Oh,
iconic. It
wow.
was
Yeah, there's a
unbelievable.
lot of history there.
Yeah, yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of history there, and the fact that we won that game, on the party animal side was just, amazing, and that feeling of being in such a historic park, coming out of the Green Monster, we ran out from the left field side, and, it was amazing, like, just seeing all those signatures, across the whole stadium, like, on the foul pole underneath the Green Monster, it was spectacular, like, it's everything you dream of as a kid, right? It's like a
Yeah,
big league park,
absolutely.
sold out, bunch of energy, and it's like, you get to win the game too, and so it
Yeah,
was
that's
it was
awesome, man.
spectacular for sure.
Hey, and if you, haven't seen a Party Animals entrance yet, I'm gonna tell you that's one of the best things I love about the Party Animals.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of a preview. Banana Ball comes out first, bananas come out first, they're out there, and all of a sudden this, like, music starts up. It's like a little bit of a takeover, and these guys come crawling, climbing over the outfield fence, and then running in like they're taking over
Don't
the
ruin
field.
it for me.
No, I hey, listen, the words can't describe it. You gotta see it.
That's
It's
awesome.
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
I'll have my phone out.
I told my wife, I'm
Oh,
like, "I
yeah.
love the Party Animals entrance, like, they're just mobbing the field, taking over."
Yeah. We like to call it crashing the party, baby,
Yes, yes.
every single time.
This episode of the Dirty Fish Podcast is brought to you by Cool Jack Bats, the official bat sponsor of the Solano Mudcats. If you want to get a high quality, custom handcrafted wood bat, contact Tom Andres at Cool Jack Bats.
Well, hey, where'd you get the idea to relate baseball to STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics?
Woo! Look at
Say
you,
what?
Yeah,
look at you, Ski, I love it, you know your STEM, baby.
Look at the big
STEM.
brain on ski bag.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
Surprised we got a baseball cap because you got such a brain right there, Ski.
Oh,
Man,
man.
that's very impressive. Yeah, baseball and STEM, man, they go hand in hand with one another, and I didn't realize that until high school when I had a coach, Reggie Smith. Yeah, he was talking to me all about physics and baseball. So I'd be like swinging, and he'd be talking about, think of a pole down the middle of your body and your axis of rotation, rotating around that pole. You're only as strong as your center of gravity. If you move a little bit, you're going to start losing power. And so just talking about all these physical elements that relate to baseball, helped me kind of understand and how to be a better ball player. And so I fell in love with physics and math. And in high school, I had a teacher in high school that was amazing. Shout out Mr. Toner. Shout out all the teachers out there because really, it's spectacular what you can do. Like, um, he related physics to comic book superheroes, and so he made the whole class like very, very
Oh,
fun.
wow.
And that's what got me really into physics. Hearing the baseball side of things, and then also hearing like the little bit of a comic book side of things, and how they work together, and how physics is in every single step of our life. And so, um, in college, I had the opportunity, went back to my old elementary school, and I wanted to do a little something to reach out to the kids and try to get them a little inspired about baseball and science and technology and engineering and mathematics. And um, as it went, I was so nervous when I did it the first time, but afterwards I felt so happy that I did it, and the kids were amazing, and it was like just fourth and fifth graders, but I had such a blast. And I remember I get to Banana Ball, and I remember reading an article seeing that the number of STEM students that were in America was going down rapidly. And I was, pretty amazed by that because I thought that, we were one of the leading countries in this field, and so I just kind of associated it with, like, maybe kids just don't understand how physics, like, how I see it, I see that it's in our everyday lives, and it's in our sports, and anything that we do is physics, and so I decided to kind of bring that presentation back and start going to schools in every city that we go to. I try to do at least one school in every city and talk to kids about baseball and STEM and how they work together, and try to make it fun and engaging, and get kids to kind of just understand what I understood in high school, was that physics relates to everything. And if I can
That's
get
cool.
those kids thinking about that, in third, fourth, fifth grade, middle school, like, they're already going to be steps ahead than I
Yeah.
was when I was in high school. So
That's admirable,
it's,
man.
thank you.
That's
Absolutely.
really cool.
And you know what's really cool about that? I'm sure Skibeck knows this all the years he's coached as well. I think we've always talked about, being a coach is like being a teacher. And you bringing that up makes me think about, all these guys that we coach are all a little different. So sometimes you have to find out what motivates
Yeah.
a player, right? And what motivates one guy doesn't motivate another. But it's kind of a golden nugget of info for coaches out there that
Yeah.
if you have something that you know as well, if you know any type of science or physics, and you have that guy on your team that's a scholar or and is into that, sometimes you got to tap into that and talk to them about that to get them interested. So that's really cool. It's a great little piece of info for coaches out there,
Yeah.
to make sure you're always
Absolutely.
trying to find what motivates each player. So, and that's
Absolutely.
awesome. I love hearing the stories as a coach and giving back. Our guys that have come through our program or whatever. Hopefully, a little piece of that has taught you to, when you get a little older, that you're going to give back as well. And I love to hear that you're giving back to
Beautiful.
the youth.
Love
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah, it just, it's bigger than baseball, and, I started to learn that a little bit in college. It's about,
Yeah,
what impact can I leave on the world, before I leave, and right now with this I'm super blessed to have a platform to be able to
absolutely.
kinda, like, speak, and it'll get out to people, and so as much as I can get my message, about baseball and STEM, about catching kindness, about, being yourself, and leaning into your confidence. It's a blessing to be able to put that out there. And you're right. You're absolutely right. By the way, Matlock. I mean, every kid is different. Every kid
Yeah,
learning is different, and it's just finding ways to relate to them and seeing what clicks for them. And for me, it was my high school travel ball coach Reggie Smith that was talking about physics and baseball terms, and so that's the best way I learned not only baseball, but got me into physics. And so shout out to all the teachers
Beautiful.
and coaches out there. Shout out to you guys. I mean, you guys
absolutely.
are absolutely teaching the next generation, and that's our job. I know that now.
So speaking of giving back, and you kind of mentioned the name of it, and it is awesome that you have that platform. Tell us a little bit, and so the viewers know too, your catch kindness slogan and what you do with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it kind of became my mission statement in the end of 2024, beginning of 2025. I was like, I want to build a brand about making people feel better in this world. And so I try to just tell people that they can be themselves. And when I talk about, what made me who I am, um, it was a lot of hard work and dedication, but also it was looking out for one another. Like, I didn't get to where I'm at just by
Yeah.
being, just like looking only out for myself. I feel like I learned a lot by talking with other people, hearing about what they've gone through, and that's also helped me go through stuff on my own. But basically, in 2024, I was thinking, what's my mission in life? And my mission is to energize people with everyone I come in contact with. Is like, know that you are a valuable human being just the way you are. Lean into your unique talents and to do whatever you dream of doing, and have courage to work hard and bring your best self every day. And so, just looking at those, I remember I was just reading it, as I look back at my old goals in 2024, I was like, what encompasses this, and it took me some time, and I came up with catch kindness, and so I got the little logo. I don't know if you can see on the hat,
Beautiful.
but
Yep.
uh, catch kindness, being a catcher, and kind of realizing that the catcher is the glue of the team. It's the general, it's the one that's seeing everything. And the best teams that I played on is when we were the closest, and then we were the ones looking out for one another and checking in on one another, and picking each other up when maybe you guys weren't doing the best one day. And it kind of embodied this mentality of catch kindness and pass it on. And you don't know how much of an impact you can make on somebody just by sprinkling a little bit of kindness out there, whether it be telling them about, how you like their outfit, or, you liked something that they said, or just, by being there for them and looking out for them, checking in with people. It's about putting a little bit more of the good out in the world. And as much as I can, try to be that little light in the world, and to know that, today's day and age is tough. Never have you felt so connected with, social media, but people obviously feel so disconnected too.
Yeah.
Feeling like they're by themselves. And um, I'm trying to get the beauty of banana ball a little bit more out there. Like, the people in banana ball definitely catch kindness and they pass it on. When you come to games, you see people talking with one another. Human connection, is what we thrive for and what we're built on. And when I see people just being kind to one another, asking about, maybe it's people that just met at a game, but they're becoming friends just by talking and catching kindness and passing it on to the next person. So I
That's
know that was a
awesome.
little bit of a ramble, but that's a that's the way that it kind of came in.
Sprinkle in that sunshine, brother.
Yeah, just
Love it.
sprinkling a little sunshine out there, and that's the beauty of it. So
And we can all use a little more of that, especially
Yeah,
nowadays with,
no doubt.
like you said, social media is great, but sometimes it's kind of bad too because it's like sending an email or a text. There's not always context to it. So,
mhm,
um, that's
yeah,
great, man. I love that you're giving back and that you've got a platform. I love hearing how the catch kindness came up with
Yeah,
the whole catcher thing, and that's great. I love hearing those
I'm an
small.
ex-catcher.
I love
yeah,
hearing those
Love it.
small details of how things got named, or what's the meaning behind it. So that's awesome.
yeah.
Hey,
Thank
how about this? Where'd you come up with cruising with Bronny? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
I'm a fan.
I can't wait to get in the
Guilty
Hummer
as
and
charged.
sing with you one day,
Yeah.
bro.
Heck yeah, boys. Well, I mean, you guys saw, the original Hummer. I still got it out here in
Yeah.
Savannah, and if without her, I wouldn't be able to do my cruising with brownies for sure.
Love it.
But it started, just about last year. I was, looking through, trying to find some stuff to make videos on, and I was really struggling with trying to find things that I was enjoying to do, like content I enjoyed making, but it wouldn't be like too hard and too time consuming because of the season and how much time we're on the road. And so I started brainstorming, and I thought about doing a carpool karaoke
Hey,
thing. I love singing, and I noticed I was like, a pretty good at like interviewing and asking questions. And so I tried to combine them both and to do a little carpool karaoke action, and named it Cruising with Bronny. Uh,
That's
uh,
awesome.
Thank you. I just got,
beautiful.
I got the idea, and then just kinda rolled with it. I did my first episode, and put it out on YouTube, and it got some really good traction, and, people said they loved it, and so I've just kind of kept on doing it as much as I can and bringing on new guests. And, um, it's been so much fun just to kinda learn a little bit more about, my teammates and people in Banana Ball, and hear stories that I didn't know about them from before, just by asking questions, and then hear some of their songs that they love.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. Everybody's got a little bit of different music taste, and it's like sometimes like this. For example, one of my buddies, Dalton Malden, like I didn't know he was a hardcore like screamo heart
Oh
metal
yeah.
guy. He's like a golden retriever, and he makes music too, where it's like very poppy and, bubbly, but then he also loves, like, heavy metal music, and I was like, "I never would've guessed that," you know? So,
That's
uh,
great.
I have so much fun doing it, and, literally just working on another episode right now, trying to get ready to get pushed out there. But yeah, got the idea just from, carpool karaoke stuff and trying to like, plus it is like what we call it, like plus it every single time, make it a little bit better, make it a little bit
Yeah,
better and try to
exactly.
throw some crazy ideas in there. And, it's it's a blast because it doesn't seem like it's like, like really demanding trying to do all the
Yeah.
content. It just feels
It
like it's
sounds
a
like a
fun
lot
time.
of fun, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite song, man?
Ooh. My favorite song that I've sang in Cruising with Bronny before, it I think it would have to be we did, uh, what's the name of it? It's the Michael Jackson song, "Man in the Mirror."
Oh
That
my
one.
Oh,
goodness.
Oh
great
my god.
song.
Very good.
Amazing song,
Great
amazing song.
song.
And
Yeah.
just my guest, that sang it was unbelievable. Like, he was the one who picked the song, so obviously he knew it. But he was hitting, like, the "hee hee," and he was hitting all the ad libs in there too, and had me absolutely dying laughing.
That's awesome,
It was
man.
cool, and it was awesome to see him come out of his shell. Like, that's the best part about it.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I got a great idea.
Oh, hit me.
When you're in Sacramento, you should hit this guy up, do a cruising with Bronny and Skibeck.
Yeah.
This
You
dude's
know,
a
About that.
karaoke DJ, loves to sing. I
Yeah.
mean, how cool would that be?
That would be amazing. You
we'll
kidding
have to
me? I'd
use
love
my
to have you
we'll have
on,
to use
Ski.
my vehicle probably.
Yeah, you probably won't have your
Can't can't
Hummer out
fly
here,
your
but
Hummer out
Yeah.
here.
you
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
he's got
I'll
the new
bring
Toyota Tacoma, man, all decked up.
Yup.
We'll
I
You
we'll
I'll
could
do
bring
it
I'll
up.
bring the car mount.
Right on.
You bring the car.
Right
dude, that
on.
would be awesome. What are we thinking?
What
What
songs would
song?
we sing, Ski? What's your karaoke song?
Well,
He's got a couple go-tos.
I like let's see, a little Stevie Wonder, maybe
Woo!
I knew
Superstition
that one.
Ooh, great one.
what's my other one? Well, a little bit of Prince,
Yep.
Let's Go Crazy.
That
Yeah,
would go
yeah.
great with the party animal theme.
Yeah, that's straight party animal, Ski. I love it.
That would be cool, man. Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have time when you're up here or not, but
I'll hit you up, Ski, and we'll
Yeah,
that would
we'll
be
we'll
try to
do it,
cool.
make
man.
something happen, brother.
So,
That'd be awesome.
well, hey, let's wrap it up. It's we don't want to take up too much of your time today. I know you got to go to practice. Tell everybody where they can reach you on social media.
Yeah. Yeah. So my TikTok is the only one that's different. It's Bronny Balholm. So it's BRONNY and then BALHOLM. And then everywhere else you can find me at Bronson Balholm. And YouTube, Bronson Balholm, Instagram, Bronson Balholm, Facebook, Bronson Balholm. Um, yeah, just all across all of those platforms. And
Awesome.
check it out. We got some more Cruising with Bronnies coming down the line.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, heck yeah.
Just working on getting ready to get into season soon. So more content coming down the line once we hop into it. Baseball season is among us, baby. Best time of the year.
Man,
Yes, sir.
love
And
it.
you got the Animal House has its own Instagram page now as well. You and your 3 roommates in the apartment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check out the Animal House.
That's been pretty good too. I'm a fan of that as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we got some good videos coming out for that. So excited
Nice.
to get that.
Nice. Well, hey, we just want to thank you for taking the time for coming on the podcast a couple times, part 1 and part 2,
Yeah.
and taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with us, and truly appreciate, the couple years you played on the Mudcats. Was just really fun to have you on
Love
there,
having
and
you, brother.
super
Thank you.
proud to see what you're doing now and
Yep.
look forward to all the stuff in the future.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Solano, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the Solano Mudcats.
I love that, man.
Once a dirty fish, always a dirty fish, baby.
Woo!
Absolutely. So,
Mhm.
all right. Well, thanks everyone for watching, checking out Bronny, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Love y'all.
Love
Catch
you,
kindness.
Bronny. Love you, Bronny.
Well, what a great interview
Man.
with Bronny.
Love it.
No, amazing. I mean, he's
Guy. He's got a lot to say. I mean, I'm sure we could have went another couple hours, but
Between the three of us, we probably could have talked till tomorrow, till the cows come home.
everybody be asleep though.
No, but great to see him just being in his element. I love seeing that he goes out to the elementary schools and gives back to the kids.
Yeah.
You know, because it shows how much it affected him and how much he remembers learning about the different physics and all that. And relating it to baseball. So really cool. And then the catch kindness thing's amazing.
Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. That's what life is all about, especially ball players and people with a platform.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, for you fans out there, Bronny has his own website. And he's got some catch kindness merchandise on there. He's got the hats with his number 41 logo on the front, the catch kindness logo on the back. He also has t-shirts and things like that. So go check it out. Go check him out on his social medias that he has. Bronson Balholm for pretty much everything. Bronny Balholm on I think he said on TikTok. Yeah. So go give him a shout out, go give him a share and a like and anything like that. Check out their YouTube channel for their apartment and the animal house for the party animals. But yeah, no, great thing. And I mean, how cool would it be when he's out here in Sacramento to get you on Cruising with Bronny?
I would love that, man.
Oh my God, dude.
I would love that.
When we started thinking, I thought during that interview, I was like, oh my God, how cool would it be for Skibeck to, you know, he can interview you a little bit instead of us interviewing him. And then you guys roll out one of your infamous karaoke songs.
Throwing it out there, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would definitely throw it out there and hopefully that pans out when he comes out to Sacramento.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be great. But all right, so we're at that point in the podcast. I know you guys all want to hear it, but let's get that skiism of the episode out.
I got to give this one to Larry Manuin of the world famous Sacramento Smokies. He would say, "This is all we can do to combat drugs and violence." And I would say it often, and Larry would go into a little more than that. But I always loved how, he's right. We're combating drugs and violence out here.
It takes us all too, right? So it takes the whole team. So combating drugs and violence out on the baseball field.
Larry Manuin.
Rest in peace.
The strongest human being in baseball.
Well, hey, that does it for episode 4, part 2 of the Dirty Fish podcast.
Dirty Fish, baby.
We hope you're enjoying it. We're having a great time doing it.
I think we're having too much fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's cool. And don't forget, give us a like and a share. Subscribe to the channel so you get notifications on new videos or shorts that we put out. We truly appreciate it. And until next time, you're still on the team for the moment.